Yes, it's everybody's favorite time of the day once again. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Thursday, the 10th of April, 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a look flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, let's get into it.
See Satoshi like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Tether node, you'll surely see.
Alrighty, here we go. Right, I haven't laid eyes on these today yet, so quite looking forward to this. So we've got Gridcoin, 80,999. And for any newbies who are wondering why we call it Gridcoin, because Gridcoin, which is what BTC has now become, was first conceived by Greg Maxwell and coined by Mike Hearn in his message to him on the 29th of July 2015, which is why it's now digital dog shit, not many use it, store of value bollocks, you know, just an absolute shambles is what it is. And like Samson Mao said, it should be $250,000 right now, expecting a gold candle any day soon. But remember, if something is useful, it's valuable. If something is useless, it's worthless, and this guy's turned it into something completely useless and utterly worthless. There we go. So that's 80,999. And remember, when education catches up with speculation, its speculative price will soon start to match its fundamental value at zero. Same with these. So you've got B Crash 292, Fisher Price Cash, who cares? But then we've got Bitcoin. The original protocol goes right back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on earth because it's an extension of our own personal freedoms and liberties. And as you can see, when Gridcoin forked off, they had to implement replay protection to stop transactions flowing back onto the main chain. Same with Bcrash. Had to implement replay protection. The only one that has the checkpoint at the Genesis block is the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin, and the only chain of signatures that goes right the way back to the Genesis block that now has the ticker symbol BSV, but it's just Bitcoin. Yeah. Right, $28. Can you believe it? $28 at 27.08 in the top left there. Let's have a look at difficulty adjustments. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, almost 4. I'd say that's 4 blocks high. That's quite a significant adjustment there. Miners are literally going to be screaming because the price is going down, but the difficulty adjustment is going up. A perfect storm is brewing. Let's have a look at Bitcoin though. So look, we've got far more fluid difficulty adjustment here, but it adjusts far more quickly to the amount of competition on the network and prices. So yeah, that's looking really good. That really good. What's it like on the week? Oh, see, look, yeah, reflecting the fact that prices have come down on the month over 3 months. Yeah. Lows following the price. That's exactly how it should be behaving. Very good. Let's look at the hash rate then. B crash, ups and downsies. Bitcoin steady as a rock down there in red, looking really good. So for anybody who doesn't know what a network node looks like, well, these are they. We'll just come on to these. These are the network nodes. These are this is the backbone to the new global financial system, the world's first ever commercial or commoditized digital network for commercial use cases. Absolutely amazing. Yep. Still just all this from just one 9-page white paper. Blows my mind every time. Amazing. Let's have a look at transactions. Here we go. 88.9% across all the forks. Let's have a look at this across the entire market. Look, so even though the transactions are going down, 2.8 million, we've got Gridcoin that can only handle 333,000, nowhere near any millions. Ethereum just at 1.3, XRP at 677,000, but genuine Bitcoin 2.8 million, representing 50.9% of the entire market's transactions out of the 40,000 shitcoins listed. It's crazy. So 2,800 or 2.8. Yeah. So 2,775,256 according to what's on chain. Block sizes, then let's have a look at these. 96% across all the forks. Biggest block there, 129, 435. And we got a block here of 891,860, 33 megabytes. There's probably more data in that one block than there is in the entire column of Gradecoin. And Gradecoin, again, still struggling to get all their blocks over a megabyte. Look at that. 827 kilobytes, 21 kilobytes, 848 kilobytes, 828 kilobytes. That is shocking. Shocking. I don't think I've ever seen Gradecoin with not all of its blocks over a megabyte, but struggling there. And then Bcrash, again, not a single block over a megabyte. So all kilobytes. And then Fisher Price Cash, I think it's for the first time in a long time they've got all their blocks over a kilobyte. Oh, no, there we go, 0.28. Dear, oh dear. Epic fail. Let's have a look at the charts then. We'll just expand these. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. If something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. If something is useful, it's valuable. If something is useless, it's worthless. It's that simple. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. Proof of work by network again, so this is all very wasted computational power because miners just simply chase profit, so they're following the market price, but the market price doesn't represent anything of value because it's purely pumped by Tether, so there's no utility on it. So the proof of work should represent the amount of utility, but it doesn't, and that's why the cabal and the World Economic Forum and all that are trying to shut it down, saying that it takes such amount, it uses such a load of energy, but it's all off grid stuff. Like, none of the electricity that Bitcoin uses takes any energy from the main network. It's all off grid. So who cares how they generate their own energy? But it's just the cabal playing silly buggers. Shitcoin and shit for brains can't figure out. But in the future, when utility comes on the network, all that proof of work will be on the original Bitcoin chain over here on BSV. So it's currently 34,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gradecoin, mining Bitcoin at a 35% comparable loss. Whoa. So it's actually 15.9% more profitable to mine on Fisher Price Cash, but still it's always 0.6% more profitable to mine on Gradecoin over Bcrash. I think somebody really despises Bcrash, but that's really funny. So that's 16.5% in total more profitable to mine on Fisher Price Cash over Bcrash. That's funny. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. So that's average Bitcoin block size by network. Beautiful. Transactions by network. Transactions per block by network. And this is on a log curve. Absolutely smashing it. Fees, USD, sub-cent fees. But I mean still. So we're looking probably, that's half a cent. That'll maybe quarter of a cent per transactions there. I think, or maybe that's, yeah, is that half a cent? So quarter of a cent. Jeepers. Fees, Satoshis, right down there. Right down there on the log curve. Daily Bitcoin fee to block reward ratio. So as the transactions increase, the solid red line there will be representative of the solid blue line here. As the block reward continues to get cut in half every 210,000 blocks, the block fee will eventually surpass the block reward, and then we have an economically self-sustaining system, which is what we're gunning for, and that's what the cabal is trying to prevent by building second-layer solutions. Yeah, the final solutions to the Bitcoin problem of theirs is what it's all about. So here we go. So daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network, as Satoshi Nakamoto said, it is strictly necessary that the longest chain is always considered the valid one. And the valid one is the one in red right here. That's BSV. Look at that. It would take Gradecoin 1,000 years to catch up with that. And in the 1,000 years, Bitcoin would still be absolutely storming ahead. Storming ahead. All right, let's have a look at hash rate. So global hash rate, 7 days. Global hash rate, 24 hours. Gradecoin hash rate, other miners, 4.8 on there. Managing the profitability. B crash, other miners 45.1. Fisher price cash. Yeah, what a joke. Don't really care about that. But then we've got Bitcoin. So CoinDance is saying that Mining Dutch has got 0.69%, but I don't believe anything to say. So we're going to have to cross-reference that with what's on chain. So we got Coup at 30.5, QD Link 24.8, TAL 21.2, SA100 18.4, Gorilla Pool 4.96. All right. So I don't know what they're going on about, like Mining Dutch. I would much prefer to trust what's on chain over CoinDance, especially when it comes to genuine Bitcoin. Absolutely. All right, crypto quant then. So yeah, the exchange is still cashing out. Tether weather. Let's have a look at this. Oh, look at that. They've been pumping into the market. What's it gone from? 143, so about 144 billion to 144.3. So 400 million. 400 million they pumped into the market today, just to give a great coin a bit of welly, notch it up a little bit, because I think you'll find that genuine Bitcoin was starting to soar ahead. So that's 400 million. 400 million. Literally just this afternoon. Look at that. They couldn't resist, could they? 400 million from nothing. But Tether doesn't comply with MICA regulation or anything like that. It's going to disappear. Let's have a look at money, though. The real money. Look at this. So only small compared to Tether, but it's a start. So 22.18. Okay, so that is, I think it's like 20,000. Yeah, I mean, it looks like no, it looks like maybe, yeah, 20,000. 20,000 has gone in there. Hold on, 12.12. Oh, 22.18, 22.89. Oh, okay. Actually, that's quite significant. That looks like 700,000. Yeah, look. 700,000. That's 700,000 that's just gone in there. Yeah. 700,000. Loving that. Loving that. Almost, well, almost sort of three quarters of a million gone in there, adding to the market cap of money. Loving that. That's quite significant. Look at that. Is a solid growth there. That is solid growth, which is really pleasing to see. That is really pleasing to see. Loving that. Great stuff. So literally started off at zero, now we're at 22 million. $22.8 million market cap for money, which is the dollar stable coin running on BSV, which is the most secure digital network on earth. That's what you want, where transactions can't be cracked, hacked, altered, changed, or deleted, or censored, or stopped. That's it, free trade. So we don't want the cabal controlling any of our payments. That's beautiful, that is. Beautiful. Bitfinex, let's have a look at the short positions then. So we've got a short ratio here of 0.3. Yeah, 0.35. Very misguided though. Coin Codex. $26.90. Yeah. So it looks like the price is going down a little bit. Gate.io volume 2.18. Binance Futures 4. MEXC 1.1. OKX 1.5. Index, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Poloniex 9 million. Not sure about that. Huobi 8.9. And Zidixion just like $9.81. That's crazy. Look at that. I mean, that was, how can that go from millions to like $10? Like, what on earth? Like, what on earth? But like I said, I think they're white label exchanges, because a lot of them sort of look similar. Even Huobi, look at that. So yeah, Huobi saying $9 million 24-hour, $9 million 24-hour trade volume on BSV. And Gate.io, 2.4 million. That's pretty good. Just seen a dip in the price there. Went down, 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 and boom, straight down. Let's have a look at this then. So Bitcoin versus Gregcoin. It's plodding along sideways. Hasn't really recovered against Gregcoin since the dip on the 7th of April, 3 days ago. Well, actually, look at that. But so the margin has been going down. The profit margins, potential margins, down, 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 down. But that means that the potential for profit has increased, which just makes it actually more and more attractive to traders as the price goes down, as the margin expands. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Yeah, so that's just been going down today. And that's the drop that we've just seen on the Gate.io exchange. Yeah. Let's have a look at Orange Gateway, registering a price of 27.5 USD. So this is the dip that we're just witnessing here. Oh, there we go. It's gone down 27.07. Let's compare this to Gregcoin. So it looks like it's just been trending along sideways there. What was that? Yep, so just in comparison to the big dog, just means the potential is increasing more and more every time. Satoshi Observer, look at this. So current TPS just 35.2, but compared to Gregcoin, that's just got 4 TPS, 4 transactions per second on supposedly what's meant to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. What a joke! With $1.19 per average transaction. Like, so you can't use that for a cup of coffee or micropayments or anything like that. It's utterly useless. Certi-hash wouldn't be able to use something like that to take a snapshot of a computer system every 10 seconds. It would soon add up. What you need are transactions like this, where they are 10th, 100th, 10,000ths of a cent is what you need. And look at that, and the market price is $27.8. It's still here. And a B crash, 1 transaction every 5 seconds. Half a cent for a transaction. Market price, literally 10 times that of genuine Bitcoin. Crazy. Right, let's have a look at this then. Live Coin Watch. Market cap $2.4 trillion, $150 billion 24-hour trade volume of the entire market. Gregcoin at 78,492. We had a few shitcoiners speculate on that. Oh, we might not see Gregcoin below 80,000 ever again. Well, there we go. You see it right in front of your eyes. That's quite funny. There we go, dipped again. Didn't last very long. Up and down we go. Just traders playing silly buggers, but 24-hour trade volume just 3.8%, representing 59 billion. That's not much at all. Not much at all. I wonder how many coins that is. I might work that out just for a laugh. Divide 60 billion by 78,000, see how many coins it would take to flip the market. Not much at all. In fact, let's see if I can do that while we're on air. Here we go. D9. Oh, I'm not sure if I can get to 59 million. Oh. Screen's not big enough. Never mind. So ETH down at $1,490. XRP dipping below $2 at $1.90. Yeah. Coins picking up just a little bit. Not that I'm bothered about them at all. Where's genuine Bitcoin though? Look, buried. So Jasmine's at 79. There we go, 81. 26.58. That is crazy. And that's just had a bit of a larger dip there than Gregcoin. All right, let's have a look at this. So the volume. So CoinDCX is actually above Huobi. Hotcoin Global in 3rd. Gate.io in 4th. OKX in 5th. By the looks of it. Interesting. Let's have a look at liquidity on exchanges. OKX with a lot of liquidity though. Saying Zedixian's got liquidity here. Don't know about that. MEXC Global. Huobi down there. Crikey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like it's down in the 11th for liquidity. Whoa. There we go. Right, that is a quick 20-minute show. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. So as ever, if you enjoyed these updates, please ding your donations for appreciation to either Satoshi at Senbit.com, handcash.io, rockwallet.me, simply.cash, relasia.com or senti.ch. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.